Most people overpay for CS2 skins without even realizing it, but after spending nearly $200,000 building my inventory over the last decade, I've discovered the best sites to buy cheap CS2 skins in 2026. In this video, I'll share how you could safely save up to 50% compared to the Steam community market. I'll also explain exactly how the different types of marketplaces work, any associated fees or timeframes, and give you my top site recommendations. However, before I talk about specific platforms, you might be wondering why I don't recommend buying skins directly on the Steam community market. And while it's totally safe, run by Valve themselves, prices on here are usually significantly higher, and there's a couple of reasons for that. First, Steam charges a 15% sales fee on every item. That's way higher than any of the third-party sites I'm about to share, so sellers list their items at a higher price to make up the difference. Second, when selling on Steam, you can only receive Steam wallet funds. These can be used to buy Steam games or other skins, but you can't withdraw real money. On third-party sites, sellers can cash out to a bank account, PayPal, or crypto wallet, so they're willing to accept a lower price in exchange for real cash. Third, it's a matter of competition. Third-party marketplaces usually have far more sellers listing items, and this high supply naturally drives prices down. So while buying on Steam is convenient, it's almost never the cheapest option. I also want to mention that if you're new to buying skins, please don't simply Google sites and click the first result you see. In 2026, there are a ton of scammers setting up fake sites, using similar URLs to mislead you, and even buying paid ads to trick you. I've seen countless people lose their entire Steam account and inventories to these scams. So if you want to access any of the sites I discuss in the video, please use the verified links in the description below. They'll make sure you get to the right place and also support the channel. Furthermore, before signing into any of these sites, I highly suggest you first visit the official Steam website and log in there, ideally via the QR code with your Steam Guard app. This way, you're not actually typing in your credentials directly to any third-party sites. Then, when you attempt to sign into a legitimate platform, it should redirect you to a secure Steam window that looks like this. If it doesn't, exit the platform immediately. Please make sure you have Steam Guard mobile authentication enabled and save your backup codes. It only takes a couple of minutes, but is one of the best ways to protect your account. With that said, let's get into the actual platforms. In 2026, there are three main ways to buy CS2 skins, from trading bot sites, bot middleman sites, and peer-to-peer sites. Each one has its own pros and cons, and choosing the wrong one can cost you both time and money. First up are trading bot sites. For many of these platforms, their most popular feature is facilitating skin exchanges, where you send items to the site in exchange for some of theirs. This works if you already have skins you want to trade, however, depending on the site, they'll likely take somewhere between 10 to 30% as a commission, so choose carefully. But here's the trick, many of these sites have a store or market tab where you just buy skins outright. Essentially, these sites buy skins directly from other players who wish to cash out, and then resell them on this tab. Prices here are often surprisingly good because these sites do not factor in rare patterns, low floats, or sticker crafts, which often demand overpay on other sites. My favorite platform in this category is Skinswap, and actually compared to some of the other sites in the category is quite unique. When you go to their market tab and click on a skin, you will see some labeled as instant and some as peer-to-peer. The skins labeled instant are stored on the site's bots, which are just automated Steam accounts owned by the site. So when you buy a skin, it is sent to your account instantly, no waiting around. The P2P skins are actually an integration with one of the most popular Chinese platforms. China is a huge market for CS2 skins, so their higher competition often drives prices down. The issue is, most Westerners do not have access to Chinese ID or bank accounts, so you cannot use the sites. Buying on Skinswap though, you bypass all that hassle, but still get to take advantage of these great prices. You can deposit via crypto with just a 1% deposit fee, or via Visa and MasterCard for a 3.5% fee. Plus, since the items are sent from the site's bot accounts, there is no chance for sellers to reverse the trade, but more on that later. Now, for full transparency, I do work with Skinswap, however this video is not sponsored. I wanted to discuss the sites I genuinely use myself every day, so I haven't put an ad segment in this video. Another bot trading site I use quite often is trader.gg. The next type of site are bot middleman sites. When someone decides to sell an item here, they choose their desired price and send the skin to one of the site's bots. So similar to the earlier platforms, whenever you buy an item, it is sent to you right away. My favorite site in this category is Skinport. It's got over 35,000 reviews on Trustpilot with a 4.8 star rating, so it's extremely safe. An advantage of this site is it trades in local currency, unlike most of the others which tend to default to USD, so you pay exactly what you see unless your country legally requires a national sales tax. Payments can generally be made either with Visa or MasterCard. Once again, since the item is actually coming directly from the site's Steam accounts, there is no chance for trade reversal. Finally, we have peer-to-peer marketplaces. On these sites, you buy skins directly from other players. They put up a listing on the site themselves at their desired price, but the item stays in their Steam inventory. Then when you make a purchase, the seller must must send the skin to you directly. During this time, the site acts as a middleman and holds the funds in escrow until the trade has been completed and the 7-day trade protection window has expired. The main disadvantage of these sites is the potential wait time. Some sellers might send the skin quickly, while others may be asleep or never even send it at all. In this case, the sale will be cancelled and you'll be refunded, but it can still be inconvenient and requires some patience. The best site in this category is CSFloat. It's got a large user base and sales fees are only 2%, so prices can be very good for buyers. Further, if you're looking for rare collector's skins, extremely low floats, or sticker crafts, this is probably the best place to find them. Plus, it has some unique features like bargaining, where you can negotiate a sales price if the seller has enabled it for their item, and auctions where you can bid on actively listed skins. You will need to install the CSFloat Market Checker Chrome extension, but it's safe and actually has a few really useful features, like displaying float values and highlighting rare skins and inventories on Steam. To check on the status of any of your purchases, simply visit the trade's purchased window. When you make a purchase and the seller sends the item, there will be an 8-day countdown to ensure the seller does not revert the trade. The site holds the funds during this time and only releases them to the seller after this window. If 30 minutes after purchase the seller has not yet sent the trade offer, you can choose to cancel the purchase for any reason and you'll get your balance refunded. Deposits can be made with Visa, MasterCard or Amex for a 3.1% fee or via crypto for a 1.1% fee. If you've made it this far, I've got something for you. I'm giving away a pair of field-tested driver glove hand sweaters to one of you this month. To enter, just like the video and leave a comment on which CS2 skin you think is the most overrated. I'll be picking the winner on May 31st. Good luck. If you're trying to figure out which is best for you, let me offer some final suggestions. If you want your skin sent immediately at purchase, I would suggest Skinswap's Market tab or Skinport. However, if you're happy to be patient and are looking for more unique skins, CSFloat may be the better choice. In general, I simply compare prices between all of the sites to find which is currently offering the best deal. If you have any questions about how these sites work, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn about all the methods I use to make money with CS2 skins, check out one of these videos next. Thanks so much for watching and take care.